Okay, welcome back, everyone. So you dropped this collection of recent news snippets on my desk, a real mix.
Yeah, just a snapshot of things popping up lately. Different areas, really.
Right. And the plan for this deep dive is, well, let's just quickly go through them, pull out what's interesting, and kind of get a feel for the bigger picture they paint together.
Exactly. It's about, seeing the signals and the noise. Even a small batch like this touches on a surprising amount.
Okay, let's dive in then. First thing that jumps out, several pieces seem really focused on the crypto market, right? Specifically, this wait for US CPI data.
Well, yes. And what's really interesting there isn't just that crypto is watching CPI and the Fed. I mean, that's almost standard now, isn't it?
Sure.
It's how these sources are framing it as like the main thing right now, the key factor driving short-term prices, maybe even more than internal crypto news.
So it really highlights how interconnected it's all becoming, crypto and traditional macroeconomics.
Definitely underscores that integration. Yeah.
And okay, alongside that big picture macro stuff, you've also got the nitty gritty, specific coins moving. Your sources flag Ripple's XRP price being volatile.
Volatility there, and analysts watching specific technical resistance levels, things to keep an eye on in June, they said.
Right. So you've got that technical analysis angle for individual assets.
But then you also get these stories like James Wynn mentioned in one source, making this absolutely massive play.
Oh, yeah. What was it?
A 40x leverage Bitcoin long position.
Wow. Okay. 40x leverage. That's not exactly cautious, is it?
Not remotely. For anyone listening who isn't deep in trading, that kind of leverage just hugely magnifies everything. The potential wins, sure, but also the potential losses.
It adds this layer of massive speculative risk, way beyond just market sentiment or fundamentals.
Absolutely. And it definitely caused a stir, according to these articles. A lot of discussion around that kind of move.
So you've got the macro picture, specific coin charts, and then these, well, high-stakes bets all mixing together.
Precisely. It's a complex vibe in the market right now, based on this.
Okay, moving slightly. Still in crypto, but more corporate news. Tether CEO, Paolo Ardoino, he's quoted saying they're not rushing an IPO.
Yeah, and even suggesting that a $500 billion valuation might be, quote, a bit bearish, which is interesting timing.
How so?
Well, it comes just after their competitor, Circle, did file to go public.
Right. So it shows different strategies playing out.
Exactly. It's quite insightful, actually. One major stablecoin issuer sees value in public markets now. The other, the biggest one, is saying, hold on, maybe we're worth much more. Or perhaps that staying private is better strategically for them.
It's like a glimpse into competing ideas about where the industry's heading.
Definitely. More than just a news headline.
And still on crypto, there's also this mention of specific altcoins. Blockdag, Cosmos, Aptos, Aave, flagged for potential big moves in 2025.
That's the classic altcoin watch list, yeah. But the sources seem to be trying to base it on, real signals and actual development happening, not just hype.
Okay, so grounded optimism, maybe.
Perhaps. But right alongside that, another snippet mentions mixed feelings about SCY price, specifically after a hack fallout.
See, there it is. Development optimism running smack into a security problem.
Yes. It just shows that fragility is still a major factor, doesn't it?
It's a stark reminder, I guess. Development's great, but security, risk, it's absolutely crucial.
Paramount. Couldn't agree more.
Okay, now, shifting gears completely. This is what's interesting about just scanning a feed, right? Tucked in with all this finance and crypto detail. An update that Starlink is now live in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Right. Making it the 22nd African country they cover.
It's totally different, isn't it? Not markets, not crypto, global infrastructure.
Exactly. But it showed up in the same recent news stream that had CPI speculation and that 40x leverage trade. It just highlights the sheer variety hitting you.
So stepping back, what does this quick scan tell us overall, looking at this little collection?
Well, I think it shows just how varied your information landscape can be, even if you think you're focused. We've just touched on what? Asset volatility, speculation, corporate strategy in crypto, huge macro forces, actual tech development.
And then completely separate global tech rollout.
Yeah. All in one quick look, it really underlines the breadth of signals you're likely processing, maybe without even fully realizing it.
And for you listening, this kind of rapid deep dive, it just demonstrates how scanning across different types of sources, even quickly, helps build a much broader view. You didn't need hours on each topic, but you get a sense of the different dynamics at play.
Precisely. And think about how interconnected things often are,
Hmm.
Macro data hits market sentiment everywhere. New tech like satellite internet could eventually impact how digital assets are used globally.
True.
So the final thought is, maybe. What surprising links might you find if you deliberately looked across more diverse information streams? Even just for a quick scam like this.
That's definitely something to think about. Okay, that wraps up our deep dive for today.